Welcome back to the Paleontology News. I'm Christopher here, and today we're going to be dealing with the paleontology of 2024. I know that some of these paleontology finds came out at the beginning of 2024, but that's okay. I know this is kind of late, but welcome back to another paleontology news where I cover paleontology finds of 2024. We're going to be dividing this paleontology news into two parts. Part 1 and Part 2, and maybe a Part 3 if there are more paleontology finds of this year. So yeah, let's kick it off with the very special brand new find of T-Rex Mcraeensis. Now, there's a new Tyrannosaur. It's completely new, different from T-Rex. It's Tyrannosaurus Mcraeensis. Now, Tyrannosaurus Mcraeensis was found in New Mexico, and it's just a really amazing find that I'm smiling because I'm so happy that in my lifetime we've discovered a new Tyrannosaur, Tyrannosaurus Mcraeensis that lived in New Mexico roughly, let me pull the Paleo article about T-Rex Mcraeensis. So, of course it asks me for cookies. I'm just gonna say accept. I know it might be bad, but anyways, back to the paleontological article. So the paleontology article that I'm reading is Credit New Science for this. The link to the article is going to be a link in the bio, so you can go check it out. I'll also be pasting more paleontology articles, but I will be naming out each paleontology article. This is going to be a lot of work. I hope you smash that like button because I put in a lot of work in this paleontological news. So let's get started. So we have the picture, the paleo art from artist impression Sergei, I think it's a Russian name. I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher your last name, so I'm not going to say your last name. I'm going to be putting and crediting the paleo artist of this guy because this is a work of art. So now on to the paleontology article. A partial skull found 40 years ago has been identified as a new species of Tyrannosaurid in the Tyrannosaurus lineage. It's not T-Rex, it's a new Tyrannosaur, which is why I'm so enthusiastic about this find. It was... okay. I just realized that I'm not logged into my account. Oof. I'm not logging into New Science while I'm filming, because I might say my password by accident, and then I'll have to go and change it. Okay, here we go. All right, so nature, yes, there we go. Nature. From Nature paleontological article of Tyrannosaurus Mcraeensis. This dinosaur dominated it's Cretaceous. This Tyrannosaur lived in the Campanian Maastrichtian Hull Lake Formation of New Mexico, based on fossils from referred to T-Rex. Okay. Oh, so rivaled it in size. So T-Rex rivaled in size. Wow. Also, this dinosaur, this T-Rex Mcraeensis, it most likely hunted ceratopsians and hadrosaur dinosaurs, I think, in the area. So it did hunt. So Jack Horner better get his butt out of here, because this guy was a hunter, and it scavenged a little bit like modern day animals, but it hunted. So it did have a strong bite because it is a tyrannosaurid. They're naming all the other tyrannosaurs in the article. By the way, link to all the paleontology articles that I used in the bio, so be sure to check the bio for all the paleontological articles I used. Okay, here we go. Found. So it was found from the Hull Lake Formation. I'm definitely going to be going to that formation someday. And they found parts of the skull. So what you're going to be seeing on the screen right now is a screenshot of this this picture that I'm looking at on my phone. So yeah, you're going to be seeing that on screen. So parts of its skull were discovered, and also some teeth were discovered too. Keep in mind that not all dinosaur fossils that have been found are 100% complete. They're either going to be 99% complete at the most. There's not a lot of full complete specimens because it's just the way things fossilize, I guess. And parts of its jaw were discovered along, I see, with the neck vertebrae, but it's just, I can't get my head around how amazing it is that this paleontological find, Tyrannosaurus Mcraeensis, in my lifetime. If you don't understand why, this is just so amazing. I'm just mind blown. Okay. So, I talked about where it lived. Alright. So, talk about everything. It's found by paleontologists. New Mexico. Okay, I think I covered everything, so now we're going to be moving on to the next paleontological finds of 2024. Alright, moving on to our other paleontological finds of 2024. I need to throw on my glasses because, you know, glasses are one of my signature looks of they're reading and computer glasses, pretty much. Alright, so the next paleontological find of 2024 is this article by New Scientist. I just love their articles. Okay. Ancient marine reptile found on UK beach may be the largest ever. The jawbone of an ichthyosaur uncovered in southwest England has been identified as a new species, and researchers estimate that the whole animal was 20 to 25 meters long. So this is a huge ichthyosaur that lived during the Triassic period. Now, I know that most ichthyosaurs, like Ophthalmosaurus that you saw in Walking with Dinosaurs 1999, that was one type of ichthyosaur. But this grew much, much bigger than that Ophthalmosaurus in Walking with Dinosaurs. And it was also guy, credit the paleo artist, Sergey, I can't say that Russian name. I don't want to butcher your name. I'm so sorry. I don't want to butcher anybody's last name with my American tongue. The 200 million year old fossilized remains of an ancient ichthyosaur unearthed on a beach in southwest England may be part of the largest marine reptile ever found. In 2020, amateur fossil hunters stumbled with my tongue. Keep going. Across a giant chunk of bone at Blue Anchor Beach in Somerset. Upon further explanation, Dean Lormex at the University of Manchester, UK, and his colleagues quickly realized it was a jawbone of a fragment of a giant ichthyosaur, a kind of reptile that roamed the oceans between 250 and 90 million years ago, which is the Triassic period. Subsequently, digs at the beach have been uncovered 11 more fragments, allowing the team to particularly piece together a bone that sites in the back of the jaw, called a strangular. This latest discovery comes after a 2018 report that described a similar ichthyosaur jawbone found on a different Somerset beach at the time. The team didn't have enough evidence to determine its species. But I'm so glad that this ichthyosaur has been discovered, and thanks to paleontologists in Great Britain and the United Kingdom, they have unearthed such a wonderful find. So all you great paleontologists out in the Great Britain, United Kingdom, thank you so much for finding this great paleontological find of an ichthyosaur, a marine reptile that lived during the Triassic period. Such an incredible find. The link to it in the bio. Be sure to check out the article in your spare time. So, now, moving on to our next paleontological find. A new dinosaur has been discovered in Thailand. We're using ABC News for the article, so link to that in the bio. So, new species of dinosaur, Mesozoic Mcraeensis, discovered in Thailand. Link to the article in the bio. Be sure to check it out. A new species of dinosaur has been identified in Thailand thanks to the unearthing of one of the best preserved fossils ever found in Southeast Asia, called, of course I've already said it already, so the dinosaur discovered in Thailand. It's quite a mouthful, really, it's quite a mouthful. These dinosaurs lived during the late Jurassic, which was about 150 million years ago. Paleontological Research and Education Center, Thailand's Mahasarikaham University, led the study. He says it's a very special find, and of course you can read more about him in the article. What did it look like? Researchers come up with visual representations of dinosaurs based on what information they have about them, which is a combination of art and science. The bones give experts a pretty good idea of the dinosaurs' shapes, but they left to fill in the gaps when it comes to things like their colors. While researchers' illustration may look realistic, the dinosaur might have looked different in real life. Okay, so there is paleo art of this guy. We're going to be crediting the paleo artist. Trying to get his name. If I can't find his name, then the name to his paleo art is on the screen now. Yeah, really cool find. It's a really cool find. It was about the height of your your kneecap at full size. About that yay high. For more about this dinosaur, you can look at the article, link in the bio. Okay, our next is not a dinosaur. It is a bird, a type of... we're going into the Cenozoic now. Alright, so the bird is, of course, the remains have been found on the Antarctic tip of Antarctic Peninsula. Similar birds that paleontologists call birds. According to an analysis by Carolina Ocasio, I don't want to butcher her last name, at the National University of La Plata in Argentina. Again, we're using New Scientists, link in the bio. Illustration by this paleo artist, Hercosa, oh man, her last name. I don't want to butcher her last name, I really don't. In the paleo art, the bird is looks so beautiful, and it has a nice colored beak. It's nice color feathers. A 2-meter tall flightless bird may have been the top predator in what is now Antarctica 50 million years ago. 2-centimeter fossil claws found on Senior Island near the tip of Antarctic Peninsula belong to a large family similar birds that paleontologists call birds, according to the analysis by this person at this university, National University of La Plata in Argentina. So this is a really cool paleontological find of the Cenozoic. It's a bird found in Antarctica. So this is a really cool paleontological find. Alright, our last paleontological find is on the screen now. It was a cool discovery of a fossil fish, and you can see on the screen that it has a cool, it's just a cool fossil. I just love showing the fossil of this last paleontological find. And that pretty much wraps up this part 1 recap of the paleontological news. Part 2 is going to be coming out later this year, just because I give out more time for all the paleontological finds. It's going to enlist paleontological finds. Part 2 is from different months. It's not going to be in order of the months that January, February, March. So I hope you enjoyed part 1, part 2 is coming out, and be sure to check out part 2. And until next time, Christopher from the Paleontological News, signing off.